Back to safari basics. This is the Wild Eye Podcast. Hey everybody, my name is Gerry, I'm from Wild Eye. And sometimes in life and sometimes in photography and sometimes in travel, it's worth going back to basics. Now, I just returned from two almost back-to-back private safaris. The first one took me to the Serengeti, into the Mara, into Sabi. The next one took me in Botswana from Kwai into the Delta and into Chobe. Now, the outcome on both of these private guided trips for me was pretty simple. Basics work. There's a reason why the Masai Mara is so famous. There's a reason why everybody knows what the Serengeti is. There's a reason that Sabi is such a sought-after destination, because it works. Now, I was having a chat to my client on the last day of on the boat in the Chobe. We did some river safaris, boat-based. And it was exactly that. We spoke about future trips, which ones do we want to do, where should we go, and so on and so forth. Often, you don't have to get brand new destinations for it to be an amazing experience. You see, the thing is this. I mean, Africa's huge. But let's cut this back to basics. If I look at East Africa, Kenya, Tanzania, let's add Uganda and Rwanda into that as well. And then you get Southern Africa, South Africa, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Zambia. Let's put Namibia in there as well. People have been going on safaris in these places for a very long time. And the chances of a brand new, next level, amazing destination suddenly popping up inside of South Africa is unlikely. There might be a new lodge. There might be a lodge that has a refurb done. Right? But you're not suddenly going to go to Sabi and there's this brand new lodge on Sabi. The area is going to stay the same, right? The Masai Mara, beautiful destination for various reasons. Yes, it can be busy, different discussion. But the idea of always looking for brand new destinations is a tough one. It really, really is. So with that, I'm working with quite a few clients on private guided trips. Right? And instead of trying to look for brand new, why don't we just combine different destinations together? Right? So my Masai Mara into Serengeti, into Sabi. Stock standard destinations. The Serengeti, popular destination. Mara, very popular destination. Sabi, beautiful. Combine them. So what that did for us is two of the three destinations my client on that particular trip has been to. She's done those two. But we went back because it's never the same, right? The lodge. We stayed at the same lodge on both. We were upgraded on the one. But the same lodge, the environment is different. Your headspace is different. The sightings you have is different. And in a certain way, you're mitigating any disappointment, because I have been on trips and I've heard stories where people go to a specific destination and they've booked a new camp or area they haven't been to and they don't like it at all. Right? So luckily, if you travel with someone like us, that's what we kind of do for you. You'll know what the experience is going to be because you would have engaged with us. One of us would have been there. But I think if you're looking to plan a safari, I think if you're looking to create new images, new memories, new experiences, don't dismiss combining a number of destinations that work. South Luangwa works. Mana Pools works. Mala works. You know what I mean? Combine them in a different way. Decide, for example, if you're doing a private trip, and I've done these with people, what is our focus for this? Elephants. Okay, cool. What destinations that work can we put together that will give you the best experience? Elephants, for example. Amboseli, next level. Kilimanjaro in the background, lots of dust. Number 2, Mana Pools. Certain times of year, they stand on their back legs. All right? Chobe. So you combine Amboseli into Mana Pools, into Chobe, you got a killer itinerary, but there's no new destinations. It's just the theme, the approach, the headspace, the expectations around your safari. So many people come there, I've been to the Mara, I want to go somewhere new. Okay, that's cool. We can probably find something new, but it's not like brand new. You might not have been there. The more you travel, the closer you're going to get to this point where you've been to the majority of the places, right? But combine places you know works. It's you can then go in, and I do think that there's a certain element of it's nice to be able to go back to Sabi Sabi. It's nice to be able to go to Mara Mara, which is a combination between Mala Mala and the Masa Mara. Anyway, it's nice to go back to these places and know what to expect, because once you know that this is the roads, that's what it kind of looks like, I believe this, your photographic voice will speak differently to you. The sense of awe and wonder sometimes when you get to a new place can be overwhelming to your creative voice. Your photographic voice might think, holy shit, this place is stunning. Where do I start? But once you know and you go back into there, your portfolio gets better. Often, the question we get is, how can I be a better wildlife photographer? How can I get better shots? Spend more time out there. Simple as that. People often look at our photographs from the Masai Mara and they'll book a week with us and that's their expectation. No, John, I've been doing this for 10 years, 4 or 5 trips a year, and then, you know what I mean? You can't compare 7 days. The more time you spend there, the better your image will be. And I believe the better your experience will be, because you start feeling at home in a place. And when you feel at home in a place, or it feels familiar, it's a different kind of depth. It feels different. And I think that's valuable. So with all of that said, if you're busy planning a safari and you've been on safaris before, don't dismiss the places you've been to and go back to basics. The basics work. The Masai Mara works for certain things. Sabi Sabi, Mala Mala, Singita, and the Sabi Sands, they work because of a reason. Don't reinvent the wheel. Put different wheels on your car and see where it takes you. Does that work? Analogy? Anyway, you know what I mean. So when you plan a trip, don't dismiss the places you've been to. Maybe combine 2 places you've been to with one new one. Start with a new one and then go to the other ones where you've been to, because there's a certain sense of familiarity. Because if you do a new destination at the end of a multi-destination trip and that fucks out, that's your lasting impression. You know what I mean? So I would always look at that. I would look at what is the expectation of the guest? What is the experience requirement? What is the photographic expectations? And then see, okay, cool, what works? These things work for a reason. So back to basics on your safari is not a bad plan. I think it can make for amazing experiences and amazing images. And I've just come off 2 long privates where that holds true. Let me know if you have any questions. Yeah, stick to the basics, they work. And then just sprinkle a little bit of new things in once in a while. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for lending me your ears. I will chat in the next episode. My name is Gerry. I'm from Wild Eye. Have a good one. Bye for now.